Hi, first graders. Welcome to your Wednesday of reading groups. Okay, we're going to go through our sight words here first. Done, paper, were, great. So one more time. Done, like we're done. Paper, this is made of paper. Were, where were you? And great, you did a great job. Done, paper, were, great. First one, say it for me when I slide my finger. Spell it. Say it again. Next one, when I slide my finger, say it. Spell it. And say it again. This word, say it, spell it, say it again, and our last one, say it, spell it, and say it again. So one more time, those words were done, paper, were, great. Okay, on our next page, when I point to the word, I want you to think about it in your mind. When I slide my finger, tell me what the word says. Okay, so those ones were done, paper, were, great. Try this row. Okay, soon, work, laugh, talk. Try this row. When I slide my finger, tell me the word. Okay, so those ones were done, great, paper, were. Last row. When I slide my finger, tell me the word. Okay, so those ones were talk, soon, work, laugh. Okay, next up, our sounds for this week. We're going to work on these three cards. So my card is eagle, sound E, spelling E. Sound E, spelling E, consonant E. Sound E, spelling E-E. Sound E, spelling E-A. Remember, this E will make the E at the end of a word, like in B. Two E's can pop up in the middle of a word, like in each, or in the middle of a word, like in teeth, at the beginning of a word, like in eel, and at the end of the word, like in see, like I can see you. And EA can pop up at the beginning of a word, like in each or eagle, in the middle of a word, like in beach, or at the end of a word, like in the rolling sea. Okay, so your turn. My card is sound, spelling, sound, spelling, sound, spelling, sound, spelling. Okay, this is my ocean card. Sound O, spelling O, sound O, spelling O, consonant E, and then we are practicing these two sounds this week. OA together, saying O, spelling OA, sound O, spelling OW. This one will say O at the end of a word, like in go. OA can say O at the beginning of a word, like in oatmeal, or in the middle of a word, like in boat. But OW is only going to say O at the end of a word, like in show or glow. Okay? So my card is sound, spelling, sound, spelling, sound, spelling, sound, spelling. Okay, and then our acorn card is acorn, sound A, spelling A, consonant E, sound A, spelling A-I, sound A, spelling A-Y at the end. Okay, oh, your turn on that one. My card is sound, spelling, sound, spelling, sound, spelling at the, okay, my sounds on here. When I point to it, you tell me the sound. Okay, so those ones were O, O, A. Remember that K is quiet, so you just hear the sound. Okay, try this row. Okay, so those ones were O, A, O, A. Try this row. When I point, tell me the sound. Okay, so those ones were O, E, O, A. Last row. Okay, so that was N, P, A, E. All right, next up, we have a couple of new contractions again this week. Okay, this week we are working on the endings have So when you see have go into my contraction machine, the H and the A disappear, and that apostrophe comes out instead, and only the V and the E come out. So we plus have equals weave. You give it a shot. Read it for me. So we've got we, and then the V sound. You do not hear the E, you just hear the V sound. Okay, next one. We also have that R ending. Okay, so when you notice when R comes out of that contraction machine, the A disappears and an apostrophe comes out instead. And then we just have the RE. And RE is only going to say Again, we will not hear that E sound. So we're going to read it. We plus R equals we're. You try it. Okay, this one, you plus R equals your. You try it. And then our last contraction for this week, or for today, that we're going to look at, I plus have equals I've. You give it a shot. Read it for me. Okay, and then let's read some of those contractions on this page. Remember to read the first word. So the first word in that one is, and then my VE just says V. So put that together. My word is I've. Try this one. We have, so the word is weave. Weave. Try this one. Okay, so we've got they, they've. Try this word. You, your. They, they've. This word says your. We're. And the last word says you've. Okay. Next up, we're going to put some sounds together on our board to make words, and we're going to practice those long O sounds. Okay, so we're practicing our OA and our OW today. Okay, so OA says, what sound? Sound. Blend it. My word is oak. Like an oak tree. SH says, sound. Blend it. My word is show. Like I'm going to show you these words. Show. Okay, I've got a blend for me. My blend says sound. Blend it. My word is snow. And then my last one, we're going to take that same word from up top. So my base word right here. My base word was, and then I'm going to throw on this suffix. And now that turns it into snowed. My ED is going to say the D sound in this one. Snowed. So one more time, my words were. All right, let's go ahead and try those words again. Think about that word in your head. And when I slide my finger, tell me what the word is. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, so those words were oak, show, snow, snowed. Okay, the words on this page. Okay, we've got that OW and the OA again. Okay, so OW, so my word is slow. OA saying O, this word is boat. OA saying O, so we have goat. And then we have our AI sound from last week saying A, plane. Okay, so slow, boat, goat, plane. One more time. Slow, boat, goat, plane. Your turn. When I slide my finger, read the word for me. Do that one more time. Okay. Let's try it on our next page. Now, when I put my finger to each word, I want you to think about what that word is going to say in your mind. When I slide my finger under, see if you can read that word for me. Here we go. That word was oak. Try this one. show. This word says snow. Then we've got that same base word, but throwing on that suffix. Snowed. Try this row. Read those words when I slide my finger. Slow. Boat. Goat. Plane. Okay, try this row. We got a contraction. So we've got that word right there. And then VE says V. So my word is weave. Try this one. Bowl. This word is coat. And this one is Joan. Okay, next row. Take that suffix off if it's throwing you. We've got OW at the end, which says, and KN, which says, and then throw your suffix back on. So my word is nose. Try this one. This one says slow. Here's a contraction. There's that so my word is weir. And the last one, there's a suffix on the end, so let's take that suffix off. My base word says, throw your suffix back on, and now the word is playing. Okay, next up, go ahead and take out your marker board for me and a marker, and we are going to practice spelling 4 words today. And the sound that's going to be in these 4 words are going to come straight off of my ocean card. Okay, and we are using the OA and the OW. Remember, when you hear that O sound at the beginning or the middle, we're using this one. If you hear O at the end, we're going to be using that one. Okay, except for one of these. One of these is going to be a little bit different, so watch. Okay, first one is a contraction. Weave. Weave. Don't forget where your apostrophe goes. Weave. Okay, next one. Bowl. I'm going to eat a bowl of ice cream. We're using this one. Bowl. Next word. Coat. If it's cold, I might put on my coat. Coat. We're using that one because it's popping up in the middle. That O sound. Coat. And our last one is a name, so don't forget to put an uppercase for me. Joan. J-O-N. Joan. Joan is the name of a girl. Joan. So one more time, my words were weave, bowl, coat, and Joan. Okay, when you're done with those 4 words, bring them over to me so I can take a look at them. And then I'm going to give you this book called Fun with Graham. Make sure you read that book 2 times. When you're done, you can choose something off of the bookshelf in room 1. Okay, good work today.